Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been over, not maybe a month, but it has been quite a while since the last time I recorded. It is now currently August. By the time you see this one, it will be quite a while away, but since this is my most recent video that this happened with, episode 27 went out late. It went out on Saturday night. And I'm really sorry. It may have went out on Sunday, early Sunday morning, but I'm really sorry about that. Some things kind of kept me from uploading, and, well, generally, I forgot. Some things kind of happened. I just was lost in that, but it's up now. Although it's episode 27 and we're on episode 33. Welcome. This is the episode where friends text you and ask what your parents are doing so they can go visit and hang out with them and not you. And it's Sunday, so happy Sunday. But episode number 33, September 25th edition, we have a pretty good match card here for you tonight. Scott Wilde and Alex Shelley will be taking on the other number one contenders for the tag team champions, Chase and Cedric Alexander. Last week it was Chase versus Alex Shelley versus Dash Wilder, and the week before it was Scott Wilde versus Alex Shelley versus one half of the FTR, I believe it was. Or if it was FTR versus Scott Wilde and Alex Shelley. Right, yeah. So FTR versus Scott Wilde and Alex Shelley, and then it was, on episode 32, it was Chase versus Shelley versus Dash, and then Cedric versus Wilde versus Scott. I read my notes wrong. But yeah, maybe at this current point in time, the stuff that I don't know if I've talked about or not has debuted. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll take a month for me to figure out what I'm actually doing instead. So. But anyway, tag team action to kick off episode number 33. Scott Wilde, Alex Shelley taking on the Dashing One and Cedric Alexander. The Dashing One being, of course, the former internet champion, dropping the title to EC3, who dropped it to Aaron Unbreakable, our current internet champion. There is Alexander and the Dashing One. These two guys have been friends for quite a while, especially when they were back in WWE as well. When Cedric Alexander debuted, actually helped the Dashing One retain his championship against EC3, I believe it was the first time. And now both of them are working as a tag team here in the tag division of Gulfcoast Wrestling. These two guys were on a thumbnail episode. What was it, episode 26, maybe? I don't remember. It might have been way before that. It might have been 24. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool thumbnail, especially being at the back of them. But Cedric Alexander and the Dashing One taking on Alex Shelley and Scott Wilde. Let's get the match started. Big neck breaker there to start it off by Alex Shelley. We coming at you from Indianapolis, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen. Big few matches here tonight. We are exactly how many episodes away from the pay-per-view? We are 2 episodes away from the pay-per-view, not counting this one, of course. So 2 episodes, episode 34 and episode 35, which will take place, episode 34 will take place October 2nd. Episode 35 will take place October 9th. Big move there by Cedric Alexander. And then, of course, we have our pay-per-views. GCW presents Spooktober, October 10th, ladies and gentlemen. Titles will be on the line. We will either crown new champions or the current ones will retain. How is September treating y'all, ladies and gentlemen? It is currently September 25th by the time this episode goes out. On episode 33, how has September been? Has it been fun? Has it been nice? I just recently started college, and my semester ends much earlier this time around. I think I think this semester should end around episode 41, or GCW's Uncensored, which takes place November 14th. I think that's when my semester for semester 1 should end, hopefully. Hopefully I passed! That will be a pretty interesting thing. Now see how that goes. On top of everything else. Irish whip into the corner. Stomp gets reverse. Big suplex by Cedric Alexander. It's been a while since I have recorded tags in his partner. I can't even tell you the last time I recorded. Last thing I recorded was episode 32. And Lord, that would have been... maybe August sometime? Maybe like beginning of August, late July. I can't believe July is over, if I'm honest with you. I feel like it took forever and just drug on, and to be honest, I wouldn't have minded for it never to have ended. Gets reversed, spinning heel kick, takes down the Dashing One. These two, Alex Shelley and the Dashing One, of course, have had a bit of a story-minted story something past the first. I forgot what I was even trying to say. Have had a past, I guess. In the beginnings of the Internet Championship Tournament, Alex Shelley and the Dashing One fought in probably one of the more better matches on the show, or in GCW at the time. Probably one of like the first like really matches that made you go like, oh, this could be something, you know? And now they are here in the tag division a few months later, fighting on episode 33. And of course, at Spooktober, it will be a triple threat tag team match. I think there'll be two triple threat matches for the championship. So it'll be triple threat tag team match. Scott Wilde, Alex Shelley taking on FTR, and the Dashing One, Cedric Alexander. And then it will be in the main event. It should be a triple threat match between Heath Slater, Austin Theory, and Aries for the Best of the Indies Championship. So 2 triple threat matches taking place on the same show. It's pretty cool. Another suplex here by Alexander, taking down Shelley. Went for a clothesline, got reversed, gets caught with a Russian leg sweep. It's almost 2021, ladies and gentlemen. I have been living... This is the only time I've actually been able to be cognizant of the time. And I'll tell you, it's going slow. I wouldn't mind if the next 4 months kind of roll by like the last 4 months do. And in that automated autopilot, I have great grades for college. Big punch there by Alexander. Irish whip into the corner. Tags in Scott Wilde. And of all the people on like WWE's main roster, I don't know why Cedric Alexander. No, nothing against Alexander. I'm just like, I wonder why like I grabbed him, because like he's one of the only like WWE people besides Io Shirai that I have like almost like full time in this thing now. Pin 1, 2, and Chase saves the match for his partner. Because, like, I could have pulled, like, a Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa as well, like, Keith Lee. Nothing against Alexander or Io Shirai. They're both great and phenomenal. I'm just, like, I wonder why, like, I pulled them mainly because I like them. I really look good. I really like Cedric Alexander, and I really like Io Shirai. I guess these two people I can bring over here and have them showcase new stuff of what they can do and not have to worry about like name value. Like for instance, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Walter, people like that are like really big names in NXT UK. But Cedric Alexander and Io Shirai, while Io Shirai is a bigger name than Cedric, they're still like not known by like a great deal of people like the other ones are. So like bringing them over, allowing them to create their own thing separate from like these other bigger names. Because, like, when you look at my promotion in a whole, what big names do you necessarily see? Like, there's Cassius Ohno / Chris Danger. Now there's Heath Slater. There's EC3. There's now Cedric Alexander, which I would consider a top name. And I know a lot of my created characters aren't on YouTube. They don't have like the biggest legacy and all that stuff. But technically, I am. Scott Wilde is. Connor, Jared Wyatt, Aries. They're all bigger names. But like, they'd all be like, for an indie promotion, they'd be just about all on the same level. There is no like John Cena of our promotion, or like Ric Flair that's returned and decided to fight in our promotion. Big suplex, they're big brainbuster actually. And he just teleports to the corner. A bit of witchcraft. Big Hurricane Rana there. Like, if you don't talk about like WWE names that like are sort of big, that are now in our promotion, like there was, I don't know what the hell that was, but it was like Heath Slater. He's a pretty big one, I guess. EC3. But like, we have our own big guys. For instance, Aries, our champion. Of course, Io Shirai. Our women's champion, our tag division being the FTR, which are probably some of the more bigger names. Internet champion Aaron Unbreakable. Doing work then. And I'm just continually taunting, I see. Which is probably something I would do anyway. Big punch there. Hurricane Rana taking on the Dashing One. Sorry, it was a bit quiet for a second. Irish whip into the corner now. Oh, it goes over the ropes. Kept up by the Dashing One. Gets caught with a kick. Spinning heel kick by Alex Shelley. Throws him back into the ring. Big cutter there from behind. Now the Dashing One rolling to the outside of the ropes. Oh, roll up on the inside. Big move there. 1, 2, and Scott Wilde kicks the Dashing One in the back. Yeah, Chase kicks the Alex Shelley in the chest. Going for a big suplex there. Alex Shelley looking to make the tag, while the Dashing One is unapologetically uncaring to make the tag. Tags in Scott Wilde. The Dashing One and Scott Wilde. Big Enziguri catches him. Big running knee to the face of the Dashing One. Big forearm, I believe, into the kip up. Atomic drop. Picking him up on his shoulder and a slam. Scott Wilde with a great combination of moves there against the Dashing One. And apparently my controller is low, so thanks for telling me that. I will just quickly grab the cord that I have sitting down here on the floor that is crappy because it doesn't actually sit in my controller well. So I'm going to quickly plug that in, and hopefully it won't bring up the stupid thing. And hopefully that charges it while it's sitting there. Big suplex now. You guys are going to have to bring it back into the inside. Scott Wilde with an Irish whip in the complete opposite direction. I really, one of my biggest gripes about this game is that they don't work on AI. Like, through the entire series. Not just 2K20. But, like, when has WWE AI actually done something relatively smart? Like, especially when it's a babyface. I've noticed between, like, if your character's like a heel or babyface in any of the games, and you're just simming a match like this, if it's two faces fighting, they will never get back in the ring, like, until, like, it's almost like 9. And to me, it's like, okay, you need to either make the counts last a little bit longer in the game, or make the AI smarter, because we're at a count of 6 here. And he's getting back in the ring, but I don't know if he'll step back outside. Okay, he does. Because, like, that part, when you're simming a match, like, it's like, okay, now I've got to pause the match, get them both back in the ring. Because no one likes it when the match ends and just count out. It's not a good end of a match. And both of y'all just need to get your asses back in the ring. Because, like, I just feel like they need more realistic matchmaking and stuff. Like, alright, they've both been fighting outside the ring forever. They've both been fighting on the outside of the ring forever, and it's like, okay, well, please get back in the ring. I don't know why he has a weapon. But, like, both of y'all need to just get back in the ring. And just, like, fight in the ring. Stay, like, in the ring, because it's super annoying. If it's a babyface, they'll both wait till, like, almost the counts at 9 before they actually consider getting back in the ring. And it's super, super annoying. Because then it's like, okay, well, now I have to restart a match that I didn't want to restart. And it just takes time. It's really annoying, some of it. And, like, if they're heels, the heel, like what the dashing one was doing, he'll be outside the ring, he'll slide back in the ring, and then slide back out. And then and the count just continues to never end. It's like this just perpetual loop, because they'll never, like, pin each other, because they're on the outside. And it's, like, just super duper annoying. They need smarter AI. That's one of the big things that this game definitely needs to work on, and that is AI. Alex Shelley saving the match, but the dashing one inadvertently, or hitting Alex Shelley, which took out the ref, super kick to Scott Wilde now. And I'm not going to get on personal topics, because if anybody's actually at this point watching the video, the first part of the video where I said, this is where your friends text you and ask what your parents are doing, so they can see if they can hang out with them, and not you. Most people be like, what is wrong? What kind of friends do you have? And I'm like, I need new ones. Pretty much. That's the base gist of it. But we're not going to talk about it, because I like positivity, and to suplex them into a heartache, or whatever it's called. And we're going to go for the pin on Alex, or Scott Wilde, 1, 2, and a kick out by Scott Wilde. I could have thought that was over. Alex Shelley now back up on the apron. Spinning discus clothesline, taking out Wilde. Super kick misses. Kick gets caught. Elbow to the knee. Which I feel like would hurt. If you're not wearing elbow pads, I feel like a elbow to the knee would really hurt. Would hurt both of you. Well, actually, if it got you, like, right in that, like, soft part in your knee, if it hit you in that soft part of your knee, like, right in the middle, then that would probably hurt, like, a great deal. But, like, it'd probably hurt your elbow more. I remember one time, it was pitch black outside, and there was, like, trucks backed toward, like, a building, and, like, there's a path in between, like, the back of the truck and the building, and I ran down in between it, hit a trailer hitch, and did, like, an actual wrestling flip, like, over the trailer hitch on my back. When like, I walked back inside, I was like, did y'all hear a bang outside? And they're like, no, didn't hear anything. I'm like, how? The thing could have probably been heard from China. Because, like, I hit my knee on a trailer hitch and was hobbling for, like, a day and a half. Like, it hurt. I didn't cry. It was more like the hum, and, like, you almost go into, like, a yell, but your mouth closes, and you just, like, hum, like, the rest of it, and the dashing was saved the match. It was just like like you kick your toe on the end of a table, and you, like, go for a curse, but, like, your mom's right there, so you just, like, stop it mid and just, like, go, like, and just, like, make a noise with your mouth instead. That's what it was. Although there was no one else outside with me. It was just me. And pain. Cedric Alexander tags in the dashing one. Oh, and a roll up. Cedric Alexander is out of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out. I thought that could have been it there. That would have been great momentum for the newly formed team of Wild and Shelley. Wild Shelley. Catches him. Oh, right on the back of the neck. My goodness. And now, going for that patented knee. Gets reversed, I think. I think the dashing one reversed. Oh! Dragon Sleeper! Dragon Sleeper! Alex Shelley, though. And he taps! Record time! My goodness, the Dragon Sleeper out of nowhere. Causing Scott Wilde to tap out. Don't see Scott Wilde tap out very often. Huge win there for Alexander and the dashing one. Huge momentum building toward their match come Spooktober. Congratulations, the dashing one and Cedric Alexander. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It has been 22 minutes into 12 o'clock. And Amber Haas is taking on Cynthia Garrett in our second match of the evening. Amber Haas recently returning. Couldn't tell you where she did. Was it at the pay-per-view? It was the pay-per-view versus Cynthia Garrett. Amber Haas returned to face Cynthia Garrett at Stardom. Now we are here on episode 33. And we are getting a rematch between Cynthia Garrett and Amber Haas. Amber Haas picked up the win, I believe, against Cynthia Garrett. And now maybe this time Cynthia Garrett can pick up the win against Amber Haas. Cynthia Garrett, of course, being our resident women's high flyer of the division. Almost like Io Shirai. Both of them do have high-flying offensive moves, I believe. Cynthia Garrett has a few more in her arsenal than Io Shirai. So, later down the line, could be very interesting to see Cynthia Garrett taking on Io Shirai. When both of their main moves of offense are off the top rope or off the middle rope. Wouldn't it be nice to see Cynthia Garrett pop up in AEW at some point? Because, if these characters are real, oh boy, you better believe that AEW would have their nose over here, and so would WWE. Place for people like me, essentially. Aries, Aaron Unbreakable, Amber Haas, Cynthia Garrett, Kimberly King. They would be all in that business. Jared Wyatt, Connor. They'd make a really good tag team. They've done singles division stuff, but as a tag team, Jared Wyatt and Connor, they are really good. I think they would give Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page a run for their money for the AEW Tag Team Championships. I think they're still the Tag Team Champions. It'd be either them or the FTR, but I'm positive it's Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page. Why do I keep saying that? Throwing her into the corner and just slinging her. Both of these women like the red and black. One likes a bit darker red, and the other one likes lighter red. So, you can tell I'm really bad with color schemes. Because it's usually... A lot of them are just like... I use the same I use certain colors to get like a hold for an attire. For instance, like... That's Amber Haas's attire, and that's been what she's wore since 2019. Because that's what I made her wearing, I believe, in that one as well. Cynthia Garrett, though, it's relatively the same attire when she debuted back in 2018, but slightly different. The colors are different as well. But, like, I'll use certain colors on an attire, so then that way I can decide whether I like the attire or not. Like, dark blues, red, black, white, you know, just like like some basic colors before I do anything extreme, like a purple, orange, green, brown, that kind of stuff. Because the attire for my character, I've used it even back in 2019, and it's just the attire that I really, really like, and I don't mind keeping my guy in that attire, just change the color every once in a while. But like the black and white one that I have, variant of that attire, I just for some reason like a lot and just kept it. But his Welsh attire, his green, red, and white, the reason I did that one was because I was so confident in the attire itself. Big moonsault there by Amber Haas. I did not know she had that move in her arsenal. I won't lie. I made her. Didn't know that was there. When you make a lot of people, and months have passed, but it's almost been a year since this game's been out, which is kind of cray-cray. Of course, W2K21 will not be coming out in October. It'll be 2K Battlegrounds, which I do have pre-ordered, but I have it pre-ordered for the Switch, which should be interesting, because it looks like a Switch game. Like, does it not? Just like the arcadey style of it. It just looks like something to be on the Switch. Like, especially after, like... Oh, big move there by Amber Haas. Especially after, like, Smash Bros. That kind of style just, to me, just puts it on, like, a Switch or a Nintendo system. So I'm getting it on the Switch. And when I pre-order it and GameStop allows you to put money down on it, I'm already down, like, $24 for the game, and it's, like, a $40 game. So I've already gotten $20 off of it, essentially. And I pre-ordered FIFA. I thought they were doing 3 things of FIFA, like 3 different copies. Like, there's like an Ultimate Edition, I think, and then I thought there was like a Mid Edition. I wouldn't know what to call it. Big suplex there by Amber Haas. There's like a Middle Edition, and then there's like a Standard Edition. I thought I pre-ordered the middle one, but I don't know what I pre-ordered, because it was $99.99, and I didn't realize that until like after 2 weeks of me already having it pre-ordered. So I'm like, oh my god, I have to put way more money on this, because I don't have $99 to spend when this game comes out. Big suplex there by Cynthia Garrett. So I put a ton of money down on FIFA already, on accident, when I meant to get like the middle edition, or like probably either that or the standard edition. But I was like, you know what, I'll get the middle edition, because like it could give me some cool stuff. Might be cool to get the middle edition. No, apparently I either got the most expensive edition, or the middle edition is just $100. So I've put down quite a bit of money on it already, and I have it down to like a standard game. Like how much the standard edition would cost is how much I have that game down to now, from $100. So I put like kind of like $50 off of it. But yeah, I've pre-ordered my first Far Cry game, Far Cry 6. So that should be interesting. It's my first Far Cry game ever, I believe. I may have played like a bit of one when there might have been like a couple on the Xbox 360, which I'm sure probably most of them have been, but I pre-ordered Far Cry 6 for Xbox One. And this isn't me talking about games I'll cover on the channel in future. I don't know, because like my main thing I would like to do is this series right here, this universe mode, and like I don't know if like how far I'm definitely gonna make it up until New Year's, because I have it scripted out until then, and I want to do my best to hang in until then. Big move there by Cynthia Garrett. This could be all. Nope. Kick out by Amber Haas. But, like, I would like to do more on the channel, but, like, I don't know. Because, like, I feel like a lot of these games could be easy for me to just do, like, one-off matches, because I could totally do that. I could do, like, for 2K Battlegrounds, I could do, like, one match, have it recorded, edit it, upload it, kind of thing. And then same for Far Cry 6. I could do, like, 20 minutes or something, or whatever. Or just record, like, the entire session that I'd play and just chop it up in certain videos, you know? And the pen 1, 2, and a kick out. FIFA I could do just do, like, matches with and stuff. And of course I have Madden pre-ordered. I could do, like, 1 or 2 of those. Just probably one thing. But, like, time-wise, I won't be able to, like, I kind of have, like, an anxiety thing. And, like, back a while ago, like, back before April, like, March, I could record this stuff just fine. Like, March, mid-April, I could record this stuff just fine. I didn't need to watch YouTube. I didn't need to have anything else going to entertain, to occupy my brain, essentially. But after this summer, so much shit happened that, like, big elbow drop, that, like, I have to have YouTube to help calm my anxiety. Pen 1, 2, 3, Amber Haas picking up the win against Cynthia Garrett once again. But yeah, I have to have something to quell my anxiety, and YouTube just happens to be it. So for me recording, it's super duper hard, because, like, I have to spend that time in silence, essentially. Like, I can't have anything on TV playing, can't have any music, because, like, then that would interfere with, of course, recording, and would make it not watchable, because you're more distracted by what's going on in the background. So, like, it has to be silent. So, like, this is why I record these in advance, because, like I told you, I haven't recorded in, like, weeks. And that's why, like, I have to be able to record these in advance so I can have these just to upload. Congratulations, Amber Haas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are starting here with Aries taking on Austin Theory. Like I said, it will be a triple threat match between Aries, Heath Slater, and Austin Theory, and it looks like Heath Slater is looking to start early. Heath Slater attacking the champion with a chair. I guess this match isn't happening. Heath Slater, making his debut a few weeks ago, now attacking the champion with a steel chair, because he's got a championship match along with Austin Theory come October 10th. If he doesn't destroy the champion here, then he might just win the championship for himself. Irish whip, throwing him down the ringway. Kick to the back now. Kick to the back again. Heath Slater throwing Aries again. Did his glasses come off? No, he's still wearing his glasses. Strong glasses. Anyway. Kick to the midsection. I'd like to do a Minecraft series. Sorry. Irish whip right, or not Irish whip, Irish or backdrop right on that steel grate. That cannot feel good. Slamming his head down. Hi. Sorry. Tessa Blanchard out here to call out the champion, I would believe. Because Tessa Blanchard and Io Shirai have been having their troubles as of recently. Tessa Blanchard looking to maybe talk about it a little bit more. Maybe challenge for a match. come Spooktober, Tessa Blanchard, Io Shirai for the Women's Championship. Io Shirai, of course, the longest Women's champion, holding it for quite a while now. This is her going into her 4th month, I believe, as champion. 4th or 5th. There's no more delaying this any longer. It's long overdue now. We've had this match. No more waiting. Pay-per-view, no more holding off until the time is right. You and me right now. So Io Shirai, let's do this. Tessa Blanchard apparently not waiting for October 10th. Just jumping straight. This chair is very loud and squeaky. I apologize. Jumping right into a match here tonight. And here comes the women's champion, the genius of the sky, Io Shirai. Sky and Shirai, right? There she is. Okay. Io Shirai, the women's champion. For some reason I thought it was paused. I'm like, how did it do that? I didn't click a button. Ow. These two women, of course, have had their issues over the past couple weeks. I gotta yawn. Hold on. Io Shirai, the longest women's champion. Tessa Blanchard, former Impact World Champion. I'll let you read it. I'm not in a reading mood. But if Io Shirai does accept the match between Tessa Blanchard and Io Shirai, if that gets offered, then this should be a very interesting title picture coming up. Because Io Shirai, will she have enough to beat Tessa Blanchard? Or will Io Shirai retain her championship? Or will we have a brand new women's champion in Tessa Blanchard to be the 3rd ever women's champion for Gulfcoast Wrestling? I think we're on our 4th Best of the Indies champion. Saxon, Danger, Dar, Aries, yeah. The Brawler, Aries. The genius of the sky, the women's champion, Io Shirai. Some strong words for Tessa Blanchard. I'm trying not to yawn. I went to bed at 4 yesterday. I went to bed last night at 2. Ugh. And I have to be up at 8:50 in the morning tomorrow morning for Monday. Ugh. At least I'll be home at like 11, I think. Because college sucks. But yeah, I'll be home pretty early tomorrow, which is nice. Nice. And then Tuesday I have to be there at Tuesday at like 11, I think. Which isn't bad. Wednesday I don't even have class. Thursday I have to be there at 9:30. And don't have any school on Friday or Saturday. Management isn't going to be able to save you now. I hope you realize that, because there's no going back now. I will decimate you in this ring. However, we have our match. The countdown to your demise is officially begun. Tessa Blanchard, Io Shirai, October 10th, Spooktober. Be there or be square. Io Shirai walking away from the champion with actually coming back with a slap. Stares her down. Tessa Blanchard, Io Shirai attacking each other in the ring. Was not expecting this to happen. A big slap by Io Shirai starting it off. And I think we got the thumbnail for this episode. Io Shirai slapping the taste out of Tessa Blanchard's mouth. Now Tessa Blanchard attacking Io Shirai, throwing her across the ring. Going for a suplex. Suplex by Tessa Blanchard. God, it is crazy that I'm recording again. This is like one of the First few times recording after summer. Big spike powerbomb, my goodness. Throws her over, knee right to the face, goodness. Can we get some refs down here? Can we get some management? Because this isn't a sanctioned match. They're just two women attacking each other in the ring. Can we get some... Where's the referee? What are we paying you for, ref? Kick takes Tessa Blanchard out. Goodness, if this is what we have come to see at October 10th, this will be a kicking palooza. We have the Young Bucks Super Kick Party, and now we have Io Shirai and Tessa Blanchard's Kick Palooza. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of this episode. We were able to remove Io Shirai and Tessa Blanchard from the ring to continue on with our next match. Former internet champion EC3, who will be getting his rematch come Spooktober against Aaron Unbreakable, will be having a match here in our main event against the Cowboy, James Storm. The undeniable EC3 will be getting his rematch, like I said, come Spooktober, after Aaron Unbreakable turned his back on EC3. They were both friends, actually, or in a tag match, like the week of, I believe, or like the week before the pay-per-view. They were friends, and now they are enemies, mortal enemies, you might say. I'm also going to eat a Snickers real quick, because it's been months since I've had one, and I really, really want to eat a Snickers. Because you're not you when you're hungry. So, it's like a mini king size, or mini fun-sized one. The fun-sized ones are the big ones. This chair, I swear. That's a nut. Former internet champion, ladies and gentlemen, EC3. And back on my thing before, the fun-sized ones aren't the small ones. The fun-sized ones are the big ones. Ask any person that's ever had sex. Do you prefer big or small? They'll say big, which means that's the fun-sized ones, people. Think it through. The American Outlaw, the Cowboy, James Storm. I believe, don't quote me, one half of the MLW Tag Team Champions? Maybe? No, it's been a while since MLW was on TV and I watched MLW. So, and it was like right before this whole corn shit happened. Corn and tea. The Backstreet Boys concert. Cough cough. I also have a jug of tea. Because it's like half gone. I need to go to Walgreens and get more. Because this is Arizona fruit punch tea. Really good. Really, really good. Anyway, EC3, James Storm. Match is underway. Big takedown there by EC3. Bit of mat grappling here. Technical wrestling. James Storm with a whip around. Sorry. EC3 with a whip around. He's gonna get the third. Another wrestling takedown. This time on the head. Now a headlock. EC3 looking to get him off. Irish whip into the ropes. Big flapjack there by EC3. Great show of technical wrestling there by James Storm and EC3. kick to the midsection. Now here's where we get to the punching and kicking part. Going for a suplex on the cowboy. Stalling suplex, the strength of EC3 on display. And drops him. Shades of Bobby Lashley or Goldberg. And I'm not going to make the prediction that Goldberg will never wrestle in this promotion, but as of right now, probably not. Going for a suplex there by EC3. Catches him. Taking him to the corner, slams him right into the kidneys on the turnbuckle, and then throws him. EC3 going to the top rope. Don't see this very often. Big splash to James Storm. Kick to the chest. Stomp gets reversed. Cutter by James Storm out of nowhere. Good for the pin. 1 and a kick out. Big swing around and then a suplex there by James Storm. My goodness. And a Russian leg sweep. Suplex, Russian leg sweep, dummy. Arm drag. So invite me to your crib. Hey. Big move there by EC3. STO, some sort? I don't know. Picks him up. Slams him down. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. EC3 power definitely on display here. Going into his match come October 10th against Aaron Unbreakable. And now that I think about it, I'm actually finally done with this page. I can switch it to show the next page, as papers do. October 2nd is the next show. Don't forget to meet us there, October 2nd, hopefully at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Gulfcoast Wrestling presents to you episode 34. And then after that, October 9th will be our go-home show, episode 35, taking place that Friday, hopefully at 3. And then Spooktober, coming to you October 10th. EC3 looking to fly through the middle rope, taking out the cowboy James Storm. Huge move there by EC3. Quick rundown of Spooktober. We've got the tag team championships in a triple threat tag match. And probably a ladder match because I don't do the whole tag team thing. Aaron Unbreakable taking on EC3. Irish Whip into the steel steps, and then we have Tessa Blanchard taking on Io Shirai. Heath Slater, Austin Theory versus Aries. And we will see you October 10th for our very next pay-per-view. Ooh, knee to the top of the head. Sling Blade by Cowboy James Storm. Irish Whip back into the ring. James Storm going after EC3. Kick, soccer ball kick right to the midsection. Goes for the pin. Uno. And a kick out. El kick outo. I don't know. I'm not Spanish. Don't speak of the language. Well, I know some. Codebreaker. Goes for the pin. 1. And a kick out. Chris Jericho's not happy somewhere. Picks him up on his shoulders. A ring around face slam. Pulling him to the middle of the ropes. Or middle of the ring. Going for a pin. 1, 2, 3. And James Storm picking up the win against EC3. Not looking very hot going into next week. Could definitely be something that gets addressed next week on the show. And James Storm just beat the number one contender for the best of the Internet Championship. Could cause for some problems. Thank you for joining us on episode number 33, and we will see you next week.